joining me, your host Eve, and my co-host Claire.
Hello.
And my producer Uzma.
Hello.
For another episode of Poopology. So today we've got a dating special, and to join us for this dating special, we've got a couple of guests. So introduce yourselves, please.
Hi, I'm Niran. Clearly I've been invited because I'm very single.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
Also single.
I'm Azar, and I think they needed a man.
A single man.
And you're single.
And I'm very single.
Okay, so we're going to kick things off on this episode with our poop of the week. So, Claire, why don't you tell us about your poop of the week first?
Mine actually happened yesterday. My two eldest children, who are 5 and 8, were on the trampoline having a bit of a wrestle. And my youngest, who is 3, decided he wanted to join in, and he ran from the kitchen all the way down the lawn, and I realised he was completely naked. And he jumps onto the trampoline, and it was a bit of a Borat wrestling moment going on with the kid. The other two stayed closed, and they were like,
What was your pooping moment of the week? On that naked note.
Mine is definitely not that funny. Mine actually happened this morning. I'm a person that really hates people when they read my whatever I'm holding, like my phone or my newspaper. I hate it when people read my stuff. But today I started reading the guy in front of me's newspaper, but really, really into it. And then when he turned over the page, I made a noise, which I didn't realise. I went, oh. And then he just looked at me, and I was like, oh no, I'm so sorry. And I just put my head back down. I got a bit too into that story. But yeah, that was my poopy moment.
I don't actually have a poof of the week.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't actually have one of the week. Nothing
Okay.
really happened this week.
That's
in the past week.
That's fine, we're not that interesting either, don't worry. Nothing happens to us every week either.
I can say one that happened.
Yeah.
It's very related actually to this topic. So before I went out with my ex, so when we went on our first date, I had to pick him up because he didn't drive at the time, and we were just in the middle of the conversation in my car. I was driving, and then quite coincidentally, a bird decided to poo on the windscreen, and I'm not joking, it was disgusting. It wasn't even like a small one, it was huge. And I thought it was a good idea to try and wet the windscreen and then have the wipers wipe it. It was the worst idea because it just spread all the way to his side and just all over the windscreen, and we couldn't ignore it, and I was so embarrassed. It was like as if I did it on the windscreen. I was just so embarrassed. But yeah, it was fine. He helped to clean it off actually, so that was
nice of
yeah,
you.
it was. I was like, okay, he's probably the one.
Yeah, the one. If he's cleaning bird shit off your car, yeah. Andrea.
Mine was a friend of mine booked our flights to go on holiday, and I decided to stay at my brother's the night before to hang out with my niece and nephew and everything. I had my suitcase, my passport, everything with me. And then I get a call on the Saturday. My friend's like, oh, where are you? And I was like, oh, I'm at my brother's, I'm chilling. She goes, I said, where are you? She goes, I'm on the way to the airport. I was like, what?
Oh no.
I was like, what do you mean? I said, we're not flying till tomorrow. She's like, no, the flight is in a couple of hours. I was like, are you kidding me? So luckily it was at Luton Airport. My brother lives near the airport. So I managed to get there in time.
Lucky.
But when we got there and everyone had boarded the plane, we were the last one to board the plane. They had overbooked the flight.
Oh my god.
And we weren't allowed on the plane.
So you didn't
So
even need
I
to go.
panicked and I had a heart attack, and we spent 7 hours in the airport. We were flying to Sardinia. And we spent 7 hours. They took us to another airport. We had 2 hours sleep. Then they took us back to Gatwick Airport, and then we had to take a ferry to Corsica. Then from Corsica we took a flight to Sardinia. And finally, 2 days later, we got there. That was my poopy month.
Yeah, sounds terrible. Asa.
So my moment was in the gym. So I started recording sort of like a transformation video, and we were doing some sort of slow-mo shots. Just us walking around being
You
Manly.
walking
Manly in the gym.
walking around being big. And obviously there's a lot of stuff on the floor, but when you're trying to look sexy, you don't look down often. And I fully stacked over a bench in the middle of
Oh my god!
Did they get
Serves
that
you
in
right
slow-mo?
for trying to look
it is on one of the videos, so I will be deleting that footage.
I can imagine actually all the people watching you. They're like, hey, I'm so cool.
Just whipping my hair,
And
walking in the gym.
then head first down.
But yeah, that was my pee moment.
Okay, so my pee-poo moment is I have a story from a good 15, maybe even 20 years ago now. It's a dating related pee-poo moment. So I got invited out on a night out with a bunch of my Turkish friends to this lovely Turkish restaurant. And there was a whole bunch of people I'd never met before that were invited as well. So I walked in and I met the eyes of this extremely good-looking guy. I was like, wow, green eyes, really pretty, tall. And then I saw my friend waving from the end of the table, so I'm like, oh my god, he's in our group, this is great. So anyway, we have dinner. Towards the end of the dinner, I kind of said to my friend, look, I really like that guy at the end of the table over there. So she said, you should go and talk to him, he's single, you never know. So I speak to this guy, and we spend the whole night talking, and then at one point they played some slow music, so we danced together and stuff like that. It was very romantic. Take his details down. And then I think maybe a week later I give him a call and I'm like, hi Osman, do you wanna meet up? And he's like, yeah. So we meet up, and then I don't know, another 3 days later he calls me and I'm like, yeah. And then again and again. This went on for a good 2 months. And on my phone he's saved as Osman, and the whole time I referred to him as Osman. 3 months later I found out his name was Amash.
So that's probably why you didn't meet up. Why didn't he just correct you? I
don't know. He didn't correct me, and I just continued to call him. I don't know why I had saved his name like that on my phone. No idea. Maybe I was drunk that night. Who knows? Or maybe I heard him wrong. I've got no idea. But that's how I saved it. So all my text messages to him, hi Osman, how are you? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. Yes, thank you for that, Claire.
You're welcome. Just been a good co-host.
So yeah, for 3 entire months. And I think he only actually told me because after the 3-month sort of mark, and we'd seen each other a lot, it had started to become daily almost. I said to him, look, I think we should actually be in a relationship rather than just dating. And he went, yeah, we totally should. I really like you. And I was like, I really like you too. And then he went, by the way, my name is Emma. I was like, what? Just to put it in context, we did then stay together for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
And we actually got engaged.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So Osman remembers Osman.
Wait, is that why he used to call that cat Osman?
Maybe, who knows? Yes, so there you go. That was well and truly poopy. So today's episode is all about dating, obviously. Specifically, I guess we wanted to talk more about online dating than anything else. But obviously, all kinds of dating is acceptable. So Claire's going to kick things off with a couple of stats that she's found online.
So here we go. 1 in 5 relationships now start online.
That's quite high, right?
I thought that's pretty high. 81% of people lie about their height, age, and their figure.
Oh, I know this very well.
But 81%. That
That is
means
a lot.
almost any person you see online is lying.
Yeah.
Basically.
And it's
That's
probably
so-
generally
Three at the
men.
same time, or just either or?
Well, they're all bad though, no? Age?
But it depends how far off you are, right?
Well, yeah, but you're not going to lie for 1 year, are you? I'm not 40, I'm 41. No one's going to do that. Probably people are lying, like, relatively
Like
dramatically.
5 years.
Yeah, so...
They can
Yeah.
have their Cuban heels on,
Age
right?
is crazy.
And the last one is 71% of people believe in love at first sight.
Oh, wow. That's
Oh,
much
that's
higher
high.
than
I
I
probably
thought.
fall into that percentile.
Really?
Yeah.
You believe in love at first
Yeah,
sight?
I think people can fall in love at first sight. Yeah,
Have you
I have
thought-
no, I have never myself, but I believe that it can happen.
I believe in lust at first sight, but not love.
Yeah, I
think
don't
love
believe
takes
in
time.
love in first sight
Yeah.
either.
I fall in lust every day, but you know,
Love, no.
Yeah, I do fall in love less.
Maybe it depends what your definition of love is, though.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's true. Because I think it's, I don't know if you believe in like energy and stuff, like the electric attraction, then I think, yeah, that could be love for you. For some people, that could be classed as
Isn't
love.
love like a much more deeper thing, though? Yeah.
Mm.
You
But that
know.
could be deep for some people. That attraction
Yeah.
could be
Yeah.
deemed as quite deep for some people, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I am still shocked though by that figure. I thought by now, like, people would have stopped believing in love at first sight, especially if so many people are online dating,
Yeah,
right?
I
Because
think-
that clearly is not love at first
It's
sight.
love
Yeah.
at
Like,
first
Swipe.
swipe.
swipe, swipe
well,
at first sight.
not like proper online dating though. I know you're talking about, what is it, Tinder?
Tinder.
I mean, that's not really dating though, is it? That's just weird, like, soliciting. Isn't that more like modern day pimping kind of?
It kind of is. It's a little bit to feed your ego as well. So.
Really, because you want to be swiped.
Well, yeah, because I think it's quite nice to know that someone that you've swiped has swiped on you too. And
It's
that-
nice
to
when you get that
match
instant
and-
match, isn't it?
and-
You know when you straight
yeah,
away and you get that
exactly.
instant match.
Claire's
And it's not
face
so
is a
much-
picture.
It's more the buzz rather than anything else, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
then you're just like, okay, next.
I agree.
Buzz,
But-
yeah.
Also, if you pay for it as well, you can see who likes you without having to swipe. And then I think that's kind of like a little ego boost as well, because you can, even if they're not your type and you would never swipe right on them, it's nice to know, oh, they've swiped right on me.
Isn't it very superficial though? Because Tinder is very much to do with like just the picture. There's a ginormous picture
Yeah.
basically of the person.
Isn't that love generally, isn't it? You don't fall in love with someone's
But,
person.
but on some of these
It
other
depends how you
dating
meet them, though.
sites,
Yeah.
there is like a lot of information. You
Yeah.
know, it's like hobbies, this, that. There's like War and Peace. Everyone's written on what they like, who they like, when they like it, what
Like
mountains
Hinge.
they've climbed.
Yeah.
You know, all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So there is like at least slightly more, more information. You know, roughly, what the occupation of the person is, maybe, and all those things are like a part of, I guess, what makes their personality, right? Not just the photos. Whereas on Tinder, you've just got this ginormous picture, and that's basically it.
Yeah,
right?
people don't really invest in the
So once
bio.
you've been swiped, then what do you do?
So if they have also swiped on you, then you
Mhm.
match, and then you
Instant
can
match.
talk.
And how long do you talk before you actually meet the person?
Oh, it depends on
That-
you,
that-
really.
Yeah.
That I saw a meme on that earlier. People said that the talking phase is a waste of time.
Yeah, you should meet pretty much within the
Yeah, I like to
I
meet up
agree.
pretty
Shouldn't,
quickly.
like, go
I
long.
read when I was doing a little bit of research on this, I read a statistic and it says that you can figure out whether you like someone within 30 seconds of meeting
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So there's no point in doing all of
But I
that.
think that's why some people delay it, because they know that when they meet her, they
Some
don't
people
like her very
love
much.
to chat. My God,
I
they
think
want to talk and
yeah.
talk and talk, and you're like, no, I'm done.
I think some of it is fear though. So I did some
Yeah.
online
That is
dating,
what it
like,
is.
I don't know, 10 years ago or something, like quite a long time ago. And I know that when I like had people writing back to me or whatever, I would talk to them for a while, because I used to think, I'm not sure if I even want to meet you. Like, I need to find out a little bit more about you to know if I even want to, like, waste my time, meeting up with you somewhere. Who are you? What are you? So I would spend a little bit of time, like, asking them some questions
Yeah.
about themselves.
Yeah, but only a
before
little
I
bit
committed
of time, though.
to not forever, but until I committed to meeting them. Recently, so a friend of mine got married, like, I don't know how long was it, 2 years ago now. So she met someone online, Within like 6 to 8 months, they were married, and then shortly after that, they got pregnant, and everything happened really fast. And I met her and her husband, and they were trying to encourage me to start dating again. So I said, at my age, it's so much harder to meet people. Like when you're in your 20s, you meet people all the time because you're like young and have loads and loads of friends, social, and you have like a big social life. So I said, I'm finding it difficult to meet new people, and the people I already know, like, I'm either not interested in them or they're married or, whatever. So, and she said online dating. So the two of them decided they were going to write my profile because that's how they met. And she online dated for quite a while before she met her husband. And he obviously met her through an online dating platform too. So he was saying, as a man, you look for certain different things. Like some of the girls are writing certain things thinking it's a positive thing. But as a man, you're looking at it thinking, shit, I'm not going to talk to this person. Like, it's a bit scary for me. So the two of them wrote my profile, and I had all these like people writing to me, "Hi, are you free on Friday night? Should we meet?" And I freaked out. I was like, "What?" Not even like, "Hello, who are you? What do you do?" I know there's a bit of text there on me, but you don't really know like anything about me. Do you not want to like have a chat first? And people are like, "Oh, if you want to waste my time talking, then I'm not interested." And then some guy like unliked me or whatever it was, and I thought, what kind of weird Looney Tunes system is that? Yeah. Like, if I had seen you on a train and I liked you, I wouldn't just be like, "Hi, do you want to go out on a date on Friday?"
There's so much choice out there. I'm very quick to unmatch if I can't be bothered. It's because it's like a revolving door. It's very quick. There's so much choice. There's so much to do. You're just constantly like, I'm like, no. If I talk for time, I'm not interested. Unmatched. Next, like that. It's just very.
How do you even know you like them though, without talking to them for a while? Yeah. Like, you may not want to go out on a date. It might be some total complete nutter.
Yeah, but you got to make sure your friends know where you're going. They've got their telephone number and.
But who cares whether my friends know if I have to part with a crazy arsehole for an hour and a half of my life?
You leave. I've done that. I've been like, sorry, my friend's locked out. I've got to go, and I leave. I just left him. I was like, bye. Like that.
Wow, so, brutal.
You have to.
Yeah. I talk to them for at least a week before I meet up because, like you said, I need to know if there's at least that base where I can at least have a conversation with them, and then within that week I can tell whether if it's someone that I can get on with or not, and then I'll know whether to unmatch or to meet up. But I don't take it longer than 2-3 weeks max. Why is that? It's just, if they're not meeting up with you, it's either a red flag or it's just that they're just clearly...
They just want to chat.
Yeah.
Then you think they're one of that 81% or 87%, or whatever.
I almost got catfished.
When you say almost...
Well, almost because I didn't meet up with him. I noticed very early on because... to be honest, it was probably my fault because he did have a few of his pictures.
It's your fault he tried to catfish you.
Well, no, because his pictures were a bit blurry, and that's a bit of a giveaway. And I was like, whatever. And he was quite good looking, so whatever. Swiped, we matched. And then finally, like, got each other's number. And his profile picture, it wasn't of his face, but it was of the back of his head, and I was like, this is not the same guy. I can just tell because he seemed darker, and it just, the whole, I analysed a lot, so his head was just chunkier, everything was just different, and I could just tell it was not him. And then I brought it up with him, because he changed his picture often, but it was always of either like the side of his face or the back of his head, and I was like, this is a red flag.
What's the back of their head?
It's a red flag. Yeah, and then when I brought it up with him, he got very defensive, and he was just like, look, all I wanted to do was just talk to you. I thought you were a nice person, just want to meet up with you. And I was like, yeah, but hold on, like, can you put up a picture of your face? Let me, and then he was like, how dare you think I'm playing games? I was like, I ain't got time for this. Yeah. Just delete, block and delete. But yeah, he was blatantly a catfish. Oh, and then recently, this was in December, and then like 2 months ago, I randomly came across the guys whose pictures he was using, and he's actually someone who's got like over 10,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
They're quite brave to use someone that's known. Okay, I didn't know him, but
that's like... mine was Patrick
How can you use someone that's known?
Yeah, someone sent me a direct message from Instagram, who wanted to talk to me, who friended my Instagram account. And I checked out his Instagram account. Oh my God, I was like, what the fuck? This guy is gorgeous. Of course I'll talk to you. And then after about 3 sentences, I thought, there's something a bit wrong about this. Like, I'm pretty sure that no one like that needs to, randomly find women like on Instagram.
For your bank account details.
It's so
And
funny.
then Usma taught me how to copy and search an image on Google.
Yeah, just drag
so
it.
we
drop it.
copy
Learned
and
it from
search.
good old Catfish, the
Yeah,
MTV
that's what I learned
show.
as well.
I
Well,
didn't
that's where I
actually
learned
learn
it
it from
from.
there. I just knew.
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
how.
how. Sorry, Mrs. Clever.
So she taught me how to do that. So we searched, and it turned out to be some kind of super duper doctor that had like he was like supposed to be a model and a doctor, and there was articles on him all over the newspapers and stuff like that came out.
Why do
He's
they
like
use
the
people
hottest
that's
doctor
known?
or something like that.
Yeah, my one confessed, and do you know who mine was? A 12-year-old boy from Nigeria.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh
and he
my
said to me,
God.
I still love you and I still want to see you. And I blocked him everywhere because he was messaging me from everywhere. So I just blocked
12
him.
years
He looked 12. He looked about 12. And he was
Oh.
from Nigeria and he was like, okay, this is me. And he showed me a picture of him. I was
Oh
laughing
my
because it was
God.
hilarious. But I clocked on early as well because he offered to buy me a house within like a few conversations. Like within the first half an hour. I was like, he's obviously not real.
If
I'll buy you a
only.
house.
If only.
I was like, I'll take the house, but not you. So,
And just Claire's face throughout this entire conversation.
It's all so confusing.
I'll buy you a house.
yeah, he offered. He said, I'll take care of you and I'll buy you a house.
How
And
about just go out for a date and have
that's
a
what I
beer?
said to him. I said, it's very kind of you. I said, if I can buy my own house, thank you very much. I said, I'm not on here, for that. And that's when I clocked. I was like, he's not real.
That's hilarious. Asa, come on, you're the only man in the room. So we're talking about these crazy guys. Are there any crazy girls out there?
Oh, I've heard stories, yeah.
Yes. I haven't talked to many.
Is it because you can see a crazy from a mile off?
No, just because I'm not that active on dating apps unless I'm on holiday. Really.
That's worse.
Why is that worse?
Because you go on holiday, it sounds like
It's not for a relationship.
It sounds like
clearly.
you're just going on holiday. You're like, ooh, I gotta log onto this app. Ooh, there's a nice shag here.
I don't do that. I just do it to meet people. Cause
And then do what with those people?
so I went to holiday to Tampa a few months ago, and I was just visiting my family. But majority of the time they're all at work. So between like 4 a.m. and 5 p.m. there's no one at home. They work very weird hours. So I would get up probably around 10ish and just go do my own thing. But then I was doing everything alone, so I just downloaded the app and then started swiping. And I've met a few people. We went to the beach. They've introduced me to their friends, and then that's how that happened. But the crazy stories all happened in London.
Is
I'm
this
not
like
convinced.
A straight, is this like a straight version of Grindr? Because this is what.
What, Tinder?
No, you were on Tinder, were
That was
you?
on Tinder,
Okay.
yeah.
You should have used Badoo. There's an app for making friends,
'Cause
which is
Grindr
Bumble
is-
and
what is
Badoo.
that?
Yeah,
Badoo is-
Badoo and Bumble, but they can be used as dating.
Bumble I've tried.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can be used as dating, or to make friends, or to just to actually network as
I
well.
mean, I need some friend apps, to be honest. My one of my closest friends, Maya, left a couple of months ago, and then I've got this one over here due to go soon. So
Oh no.
I've got no bloody friends left. So I might go
Bumble's
on Bumble.
quite good. I made a friend.
If
from
you
Bumble.
want to be my friend, please go on Bumble.
Apologypodcast.com.
Okay, so you met some of
So
these
the
people, and were they nice at least?
No, they
Did
were
you have
nice.
fun?
We hung out for a couple of days, just went to the beach, got a tan, played netball, not netball, what's the one with the
Volleyball.
net, that one. And yeah, just had some fun. So that was that. But the craziness always happens in London for me.
Tell us some stories. Enlighten, please.
In what?
Enlighten us.
In Latin. I think you said say it in Latin.
He just put you in that crazy category.
Maybe you're just not hearing people.
We're writing to each other. We don't have to listen to it. But so I messaged you this one girl. She only lived, probably 20 minutes away. That's what it said on the app anyway. 2 days later,
She's at your door.
I would have had to move house.
She was 6,000 miles away. I was like, what happened here? She said that I was never in London and I'd just been swiping. I was like, what is going
Why
on?
would you do that?
So I don't know if you could swipe in different locations, but she was never around where I was, so I don't know how.
Wait, so she never was even in London?
No.
So then how did it say?
So it said 20.
Did she change her? She must have changed her geolocation on her phone or something.
Oh yeah, you can
Yeah.
do that. If you pay on Tinder, you can do that.
That's
If I'm
a
not
lot of
That's a
forward
perk.
planning.
Yeah.
That's perk is
Yeah,
pretending
if you
to
pay,
be
you
somewhere
can
you're
do
not.
that, I
But
think,
that's
if I'm not wrong.
that's a lot of forward planning though. I'm gonna buy it, change my geolocation, and then I'm gonna swipe some dudes in London.
But what do you gain from that? Well, it
Green
depends.
card?
Maybe yeah.
She's gonna buy a house.
Maybe, like, in my head, like, maybe they're planning to come, so they want somewhere to stay. That was never
Yeah,
gonna
maybe.
That
Yeah,
was never
true.
going to happen, but I was like, no, I'm not.
Just
I'm
use
not
that app,
done.
sofa surfing, if you want that. That's free accommodation.
Is it free? I thought you had to
Yeah.
pay for couch
Yeah.
surfing.
No, it's free.
Yeah, I'd
Is
be-
there
I'd be-
anyone
I'd
on there in terms of couches? I can imagine there's lots of people looking for free places, but are there couches?
I think
It
there
was-
is. Because
No,
I think
it
the
It went,
point
it went
is.
viral a few years ago.
Yeah, I think the point is if
Yeah.
you use it, like if you couch surf on someone, you open your house for someone to come and couch
Isn't
surf.
it a bit
on yours.
scary?
I guess it is. Yeah, but
That's even more
there are a lot
scary
of-
than online dating, to be
Yeah,
honest.
there's a lot of generous people though, and
Yeah,
there
but it's not
must
so
be
much
some sort of
generous.
protection.
Like, I'm generous, but I'd be frightened as
It
to
might
who's
be
coming into my
verified.
house.
Like with Airbnb, you can rent private rooms. It's
Yeah.
kind of the same
Yeah.
thing. Instead of your sofa, they're staying
The
in your
difference
guest
is
room.
when people come to Airbnb, I'm not in the house.
They also
Yeah,
pay,
Yeah,
don't
but
they?
no, there's
so
people
they've
that-
paid and they've rented my house. I don't want to be in the same.
I was in Israel, and he was great.
I wouldn't-
His house.
The thing is, I mean, for you, he was great and you were
Yeah.
great for him, but you could have
Yeah.
been an axe murderer too.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's the thing.
That's
That's the thing. I think it's both sides are putting themselves in a vulnerable position because you don't know whose house you're going to, and they don't know who's coming into their house.
Yeah.
That I
would
guess
freak me
maybe
out.
the person that's hosting would be more at a loss, though. I guess because all their stuff and belongings.
Yeah,
and whatnot.
exactly.
Yeah,
And I
but
saw
yeah.
he was a super host, and he had only like good reviews. You
Mm.
go with your gut as well. When I
Yeah,
went in,
exactly.
I felt
There's
fine.
reviews and stuff.
I was
yeah.
like,
I mean, there's some people that only go for, Superhost and work
yeah.
like that because they know that they've been.
But then, how does the super host know who the hell you are? Unless you're a
No, so
super
you get-
stayer.
No, 'cause you can't get. I don't know if you can get a super stayer.
I think you do get some sort of.
Yeah,
They
rating.
must verify
Yeah,
you,
you
though.
get
You get a
reviews.
rating.
They must
Yeah, I've
verify
got a
you with
good
the
rating.
ID and stuff.
Yeah.
How
No,
is
you
that
have to
even
have
a
the rating.
phrase? You're a super host and you're a super stayer.
It's not super stayer. It's called something else. I just made
The
that up.
Superhost is a thing. Like,
Yeah,
Super host is a thing. Yeah. She's not down with anything today. Shaking her head. I don't
Well,
know.
I do have some phrases.
Go on then.
These are from the BBC article. Online dating, aim high, keep it brief and be patient.
Ooh.
Benching.
What the hell?
Benching? Oh,
What's that?
wait, I learnt
sounds
this
rude.
recently. It means when you've saved someone for like later, I think it is. So you like them, but it's like you just
Reserve.
I could be totally wrong, but there's just someone that
You're
It's
you
your
pretty-
fallback plan,
You're
basically.
pretty close, actually. You know you know enough not to commit to someone, so you string them along on the sidelines. Very close.
so you just kind of keep.
Isn't that cock tease, basically?
I think guys use that term more though, the benching term.
What about slow fade?
Slow fade. Oh, is that when you just kind of like
Stop talking
you
to each
talk
other over
and you have
time.
like a thing maybe, and then it's just like it dies out.
Ending relationships
very
by gradually reducing chat and response times. Then there's fire dooring.
Ooh,
I don't know that
what's
one.
that?
Oh, is that like very quick and?
Is that
No.
after you've had a curry the morning?
You go from fire dooring to slow fade. No, fire dooring is when someone contacts you but then doesn't respond to the message that you send.
Yes. Is
Oh,
that what it is?
I
That
hate it
happens
when
a
people
lot.
do
That
that.
happens a
Yes.
lot.
Does
Happens
happen a lot.
Yeah,
That's just
really
rude.
annoying.
I think
It's
the
rude in
point.
general.
Yeah.
Trying to think logically, though there's no logic behind
No.
that.
There's, like,
I
no
think the
starting
logical,
point.
yeah, I think the logical thing is that thinking logically, I think it's just that they want to see if they can get the response. It might be a bit of an ego thing, but also if
The like wasn't enough for them.
But
they
also-
need a response.
Yeah. Also, but don't forget, you're not the only person that
Yeah,
they're all
exactly.
talking to.
They've
There
got
might
a
be
lot.
someone that they've just liked a little bit more than you,
Yeah.
and it's like there's no need for me to
preoccupied with
yeah,
that.
bench
respond
you.
to this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they might not even see
They-
it's
they haven't
benching,
even-
and
yeah,
they've
it's
just
not even benching
yeah,
because
I think
they
they
don't
just
know enough about you.
yeah,
right?
they just left it.
No, but
'Cause-
don't people talk to more than one person? On
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
would you not just respond to that person
And say what? Yesterday I liked you, but now I'm talking to someone
Yeah,
else.
that's the thing.
Don't
But
call
like,
me
how do you know
again.
you don't like them if you've not even spoken
Because
to
you go
them?
purely on looks.
It
don't
kind
you?
of doesn't matter if you don't like them. It's the fact that you like
Someone else.
Yeah, it's not so much
Yeah.
that you don't like them. It's just that you are like now going into something with someone else.
So the last one was breadcrumbing,
What's that?
sending playful but non-committal text messages without exerting
Yeah.
much
So
effort.
so stringing them along, basically. Yeah.
Seems to be a lot of that.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
But weirdly, I know quite a few people that have got married
Yeah.
with people that they
That's
have.
good.
It's
I'm
not, it's
hopeful
not, it's
then.
not everyone, right?
Yeah.
No.
It's
Well, it's
just,
not. It's never going to be everyone.
But
it's
I-
the majority.
I thought that no one would. Like, you know, there'd be like 2 people, you know, in the
Yeah.
world that would get
Yeah.
married via this route. But actually, you know, well, in recent years, I'd say more than almost 50% of everyone I know has gotten married through online dating
But what's their age range?
in their 40s,
Okay. See,
mid 30s to
I think
40s.
the thing
it
is,
might
what
be
kind of
40s.
online dating? Because we're
Well, it's
talking,
not working for
we're
me,
talking
I'm
about
Match.com.
The thing is, that they do things differently.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, but what you're
Yeah.
talking about isn't really a dating app.
It's a hookup app.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I'm hopeful that it's a dating app. I don't use it to hook
Tinder
up.
isn't a dating
But
app.
My
yeah.
friend's sister met her husband. Like, they're married and expecting twins now.
Yeah, but they
on
must
Tinder.
definitely be the only one.
No,
Yeah,
I've
they're
heard of
married
a
with twins on the
couple
way.
more. Yeah, that got married actually
Yeah.
because of Tinder.
So I was talking to a friend at work today, and she said that 2 of her, like a couple she knows, got married after being on a dating app, and the only reason they met was because the criteria that they put in was basically on their profiles was so minimal, and they said someone within a 1 mile radius of where I live, and they
And that's it. I'm just looking for someone close to me.
and then they met, and they just happened to
like each other.
like each other.
Wow.
But that was their criteria, 1 mile radius.
I
From
think
my
that I
house.
think that would be true love then. I think that's just like real fate.
Destiny.
Yeah.
Destiny. Yeah, destiny. No, I'm really picky. I mean, my criteria is
Yeah.
about 6,000 things. Must do this, must not do
Yeah.
this, must be into
Yeah.
this, must not be into this.
Well, I watched a TED talk today, which I think you'll quite like. It's by a lady called Amy Webb, and she's a futurist and an author, and she likes to write about data. She was trying all these online dating apps, and she's really into algorithms and all the data behind that. So she did a lot of research to figure out how to get the best profile to make herself the most popular person to get all of the offers, I guess. And when she had a look at it, photos that show a lot of skin,
Of course.
Obviously.
Of
yeah.
tone and language that you use, and the length of your profile should be no more than 97 words.
Oh.
97
That's a
words.
I
lot.
don't think I even hit 30.
I don't even write anything sometimes.
Oh, really?
I don't think
Yeah.
97,
I
I don't feel like 97's.
I don't think that's much.
That's not much. That's less than a tweet.
But
That's
no
not
one
much.
reads.
I don't think
No, that's
Well, on
characters.
Tinder anyway, they don't read. They don't really read your bio. Well, at least the guys don't read girls' bios.
I don't like reading bios either. I get bored.
Oh, I like it. It just depends on if it's
Yeah.
like cliche, which you
Yeah.
get a lot of
Yeah,
cliche
was it
stuff.
University of Life is the most cringe one.
That they've been to.
Oh, they
So-
don't.
Yeah.
Or are they a guru of something, or a
Like,
Jedi of
really?
something?
And then it's a lot. You're
And then,
just like, oh my left.
Yeah, and then this new thing as well, like a Uber rating. My mum rated me 5 stars.
Yeah.
He's the perfect son or something
Yeah.
stupid, and I've seen a lot of that.
If they mention their mother
Cringe.
in their online dating profile, then you need to run a mile.
Yeah.
You don't need any part of that.
she's on her phone.
She's on an online dating app.
Oh, she's actually.
So while we're waiting for Eve to look up whatever it is she's looking up, I read another article today, and there is I think it was back in 1997, they did a study, by this psychologist called Arthur Aaron, and he called it the experimental generation of interpersonal closeness. And it's a set of 36 questions, and this woman, Mandy Lee Catron, did a TED talk on it, and she is saying that this study, if you use these 36 questions and then combine that with staring into the eyes of the person you're asking,
can make them fall
for
in love.
4 minutes, you can fall in love with it.
Yeah.
So the first question out of the 36 questions, I'm not going to do all of them, is given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want to have as a dinner guest?
But,
Oh, you actually want to answer?
Give it a go.
Didn't they do that on The Big Bang Theory as well?
oh, did they?
I feel like I
don't
have seen it
remember.
somewhere.
I think.
So who?
I actually don't know.
Who?
I don't know either. I never
Who?
seen that.
I actually knew about these questions, and I did try and prepare like some answers because I was thinking what would my answers be, but I actually don't remember who I thought of to go dinner with actually.
Who?
Oh no, it would be Princess Diana. That's one of the people that I would go to dinner
I
with.
have no idea.
What about you, Claire?
Oh, I think someone like... At first I wouldn't go for someone super uber interesting, like maybe Albert Einstein or someone like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think he'd have a lot to say and he'd be interesting.
That's really weird. I think we should look into each other's eyes.
Oh no!
Because
Okay.
I was going to say Albert Einstein.
Right.
No kidding, like 100% seriously.
Oh, we should date.
That's a bit creepy.
I actually got this question at the interview. I now do remember what I said. It was Le Corbusier, who's like the king of architecture, like the father of architecture.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at you.
But I'm not sure. I think I just said that to,
Sound
get the job.
Just seem a bit impressive.
What's the next question?
The middle one is, what roles do love and affection play in your life? It's quite deep.
Yeah, that just went from
Ooh.
like
That's
0
pretty
to 100.
Yeah.
And then the last question is, share a personal problem and then ask the person that you've sat with advice on how they would handle it.
Okay. I get gas quite a lot.
I think you should take up yoga because it's really good for stretching, and there's lots of stretching that you can do that helps.
my
If only
God.
she was a man.
We would
really
do the whole of yoga.
That would be it.
date.
Yeah.
I think we should do. We can go on a double date with Albert.
See, no one else is going to answer that question now that I've obviously answered or
The most
said-
depressing question ever.
exactly. Said the best one. Do you want to answer the question?
I don't.
Problem that you would like someone to share to help you resolve?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to pass.
I don't know. I have a lot of personal problems.
We're like agony aunt.
Guys are
Just
terrible
ask.
at these question answers.
They're really deep.
They're
like-
deep. Yeah, I mean, I would never do this on like a. It's too deep. It's like.
Well, her answer wasn't exactly
Not
emotional.
her
was
one.
it?
I mean, it's
But I
pretty
meant-
deep.
Can you imagine going on a date and then someone just
Imagine
whipping out this list
I don't
of
want to know
36
someone's
questions?
personal problem in the first.
No,
date,
well, you don't
know.
go on a
But it
date. This
wouldn't-
is a study
yeah,
that you
yeah,
agreed
yeah,
to do
yeah.
together.
Yeah.
But this is something that you can do with someone that you've been in a relationship with for quite a while, just to kind
And
of
they haven't
test.
told you that they loved you yet, so they're
Kind
going to
of-
have to at the end of that.
Yeah, and they, it's kind of like a test if you believe in it.
So I'm going to read. I set up this profile, I think about a month ago now, but I haven't looked at it once, and I've got 14 messages.
Is this real, Eve, or is this
This is real. This is real. So I'm going to read some of these 14 messages. So we have. I'm not going to give any names, but XX person. Who's 52 years old from London, apparently, and he sent me a message saying,
What age
"Good
range
evening."
did you put?
Maybe I didn't pick an age range,
Oh,
who knows.
okay.
Good evening. My name is Paul, happy, honest, well-mannered, London-born businessman, West Indian. I'm reading it as it's written. There's no commas. West Indian parents who came to the UK in the 1950s, family-orientated, like going out to restaurants, cinema, theatre, bars, etc. Very romantic. And yes, I do love myself. And massively respect others. I'm liking your profile. Would you like to chat? No, thank you. What is this? I don't know. Decide. Okay, next. I have 48-year-old from Wimbledon. Hiya, how are you?
Solid.
Nice.
Okay. 54-year-old from Kingston upon Thames. You are a gorgeous, beautiful lady. Great conversation starter.
Yeah.
37-year-old from London. Hey, hope you had a perfect sunny weekend, and I'm hoping today was not too painful.
And you're going to say, why? And he's going to say, when you fell out of heaven. I mean, it's going to be really
like,
generic.
yeah.
You should say, yes, my IBS isn't cleared up too much. I'm doing okay. So.
Anyway, just a little bit about me. I'm a bit of a foodie, do enjoy an occasional red, and enjoy some competitive sports. I'm always on the lookout for nice coffee places in London and have managed to find a few good ones. I must admit, I make really bad jokes, as have been told by some of my honest friends, so apologies beforehand. And oh yes, I do enjoy being on the dance floor, especially to some 80s power ballads.
I just imagine a guy doing some dad moves right now.
That's me in a nutshell, and I would love to hear back from you.
I don't think that's that bad.
I think that's the
Do you
best
wanna
one
do
out of all of
bad?
them.
This is from Bumble. This is what I get. I've seen your pictures. You are sex. Sorry. Sexy, sorry. No, sex. Yes, sexy. But you are sexy. Exactly. What?
Did he use dictation to do that? And that's why there's so many mistakes. How can you accidentally type that?
No. This is Bumble. I was like, oh my god. I've got a book which I call the Book of Bumble, and I screenshot all the pictures and I just laugh at them all.
That is the weirdest. Okay, well, this guy can compete with that. 42-year-old from London. Hi.
He's getting straight to the point.
Hello there, looking good. How are you?
That's a no.
I said to him, so you're in London? I said, are you in London or on holiday? He goes, no, I'm on holiday. And I said to him, so why are you on here? Because I have a mission to give you some love. I just put a laughing face, and he went, don't laugh, I'm the love doctor.
Oh my god. I thought mine were bad. You've got some real weirdos.
said a
I'm
poor
telling you.
mission.
Oh, why do you think I found it hilarious? I did now. Obviously, I'm not a Bumble anymore.
I am the love doctor.
I am the love doctor.
I mean, Azza, you're a man. Is this like normal behaviour? Do you guys think that this is like,
I'm a little bit younger than probably the people messaging you.
So what would be your chat line? If you were going to, let's pretend you looked at my profile and I'm your age group.
No, I have a standard.
What would you write to me?
So, no, you got to remember, yeah. So my first two lines are, hi, why are you here?
Oh.
Is that it?
That's it. That's it. If I get a response, I get a response, but...
Do you get a response?
What
most
do
of
you
the time,
expect
yeah.
them to say?
What do they say?
I'm here
What do you
because I want
expect
to
them to
date.
say?
Yeah.
Like, why else would I
No,
be?
some of them think it's a joke because it is a joke. It's not a serious question. I'm not asking you if you want a boyfriend or if you want to...
But how does that start a conversation then, though?
Huh?
I wouldn't be
Because the whole
impressed
point-
by that.
No, I wouldn't either.
I would just go
I'm not
delete.
trying to impress anyone.
Then why?
I'm just...
That's
I-
the aim
that-
of the game. You've got to try and impress.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the point?
I don't know. I always get stuck for pickup lines when I'm online.
Don't
But-
do pick-up lines. Just do
Normal.
No, when I say pickup lines, I just mean an
Other than-
introduction. Because
yeah.
normally when I'm out, I'm
Say
just like, hi, my
hi,
name's
nice to
Azza.
match with you. You know,
I mean, that
how's
other
your
guy
day?
was okay, right? Other than...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that wasn't too painful. Not sure
Yeah,
what
that
he's
was
referring
weird.
to there, but
That was
you
weird.
know, the rest of it was good. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got. I'll carry on. 51 Harlow, or Harrow, sorry. Hello. How are you? Lovely photos and nice profile. Let's chat and meet. So that's the kind of stuff you guys would like because you just
Yeah.
want to meet.
That's okay.
I don't know. It's not offensive.
And then I just have a bunch of how are you? Hope you're keeping well. Hi, how are you? Hi there, lovely profile. Would love to know more about you. How is your weekend going? Fun in the sunshine?
Now, if you read that a different way,
Oh, I got a long one. Hold on. Oh, and there's a picture of an elephant.
What?
Drowning.
No.
Oh no, no.
Yeah,
baby elephant.
Baby elephant
In where?
in a swimming pool or some kind of
No.
water.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'm going to read this one.
Please
49
That could be
years
meant to
old from
something else.
London. Are you ready? Oh, what a surprise on a Sunday morning. So you also like going to concerts. Awesome. I really like your profile. Do you speak German? Well, you're really pretty. You rarely see that. Have you ever been in Dubai? I was there a few years ago. Desert camels, Arabs. I was on Burj Khalifa, the highest building of the world. At night, pure romance. Do you like Ventura? And then there's a drowning elephant.
That seems a bit like spam. That doesn't seem real.
I feel like it may have been written by a bot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's
That's hilarious.
delete.
Essays.
And apparently I viewed this person's profile, so they've written, "Thanks for viewing my profile. I guess delivery message because what? Is this even English?"
It's definitely a bot. What app is this?
Thanks for viewing my profile. I guess deliver message because I'm sort of guy you have time for that you're a very busy lady.
He's either foreign or a robot.
English is not the first
Oh
language
my
there.
God.
What app is
Oh,
this?
okay. This is 27-year-old from Manchester. Nice to meet you. Hope you're doing well. What's the best place you have travelled to?
Oh, that's an alright one.
Yeah, but he's 27.
Okay.
I don't
Just
mind
because you
that
said, "Oh no, I have to reply now." Forget that.
one. I don't mind that one. It's like a nice
That's it. That's all I've
conversation.
got. It's a mutual like.
They're just going to be on this for ages now. It sucks you in.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I'll deal with him later.
Can we hear some from you, Adam?
No.
Yeah.
Can we please?
I don't.
wanna
I never receive a message first.
Never.
Never.
You
Not
never had a
once.
message?
No.
Never. Really?
Never.
Aw.
Yeah, I think girls just genuinely girls expect to be messaged. Like I have some friends who are on Tinder and they do genuinely expect to be messaged
If they
first.
saw
I
someone
message
and they
first.
liked someone, they wouldn't message them.
What if you saw someone that same
I think
sort
that's
of thing for if you're in a bar and you see someone that you like, aren't you going to go over and say hello?
See, they wouldn't though.
That's
Really?
I would.
no.
I
so
would.
As
It's
I've
about
got older,
confidence.
I do now.
One of
It's
my-
confidence.
I always have.
Yeah.
In fact, when I think about it, I don't think I've been asked out once. All the relationships I had, I asked them out, and I dumped them. So
Tim.
I've never
Yes,
been,
I am my own woman.
I've never been asked out, and and I've never been dumped. So
I think it is confidence. That's what it is, and my friends clearly don't have that. So yeah, but that's what it is. They do say they're quite like nervous and they don't feel comfortable with them messaging the guy first. Whereas I'm
No, I
happy to
do.
do
so do you
that.
find that then?
Yeah.
Even in real, forget the online dating thing, like in a bar or a club or
In the
whatever,
real
in the real
world.
world.
I mean, I've had a few people say that they like my jumper. I have this yellow jumper
They
which,
like my
which girls just seem to like.
So when you're feeling a bit frisky, you just wear the yellow jumper.
So when winter comes out, like
You have a special dating. I've not seen this yet. I don't
Maybe
remember
you
him
should
wearing
put
a
this-
yellow
you've
jumper.
all seen me. Well,
Really?
Oh.
I haven't seen
Not all
it.
you two have seen me in.
Do you remember a
in
yellow
a
jumper? I
How
don't
can you
remember
forget
a yellow jumper.
Maybe
He
take
only
a
wears it
want
if he's trying to
You
date
haven't
you.
seen me. You've
Maybe
only
take
been
a
here for a little bit.
picture with the yellow jumper
I
and
have-
put it on your profile.
I have a picture.
Maybe that way people will start.
I don't have any good.
messaging
I don't
you.
have any good pictures in it. Like, I'm a big guy. This makes me look even bigger. So it doesn't
the
really
gym.
help.
I think you should just say how tall you are and all the girls.
I
will be
do.
flooding.
Yeah, oh my
I do.
god.
Height is very
It's
important.
such a big
doesn't
deal.
work.
Then maybe that's why 81% of people lie.
Yeah.
Height
Yes,
is such a big deal.
There was a guy that I got on really well with on Tinder, and his height was supposedly 5'8". Now I'm 5'7", so that's quite tall for a
I'm
for a
5'8".
female. Yeah, so that's quite tall for a female,
Yeah.
and I expect
Oh,
I do
okay.
want the guy to be taller than me. It doesn't have to
me
be.
too.
That is very yellow.
Yeah.
Hard to miss.
Sunshine.
So it's got this sort of textured bit in the middle, and this one girl literally.
What does it protect you from?
No, it's textured.
Oh,
Protected.
textured. I thought you said
Protected. Swarms of females coming at him.
It's smooth and a little bit like rough, like when I get my hair cut. it's a bit rough on the back, a bit rough there. This, like, we were just sitting there, and she was stroking.
Oh, what?
Wait, where's the story going to?
No, we were just in a bar. We're just sitting
A
at
random
the table.
girl.
Yeah, I met her like 20 minutes before this happened.
Oh,
Right?
Okay.
So we go inside, we're sitting down, and then she's just stroking me while we're talking, and I'm just like, I kind of want to tell her to stop, but it feels nice. And but don't, like, that's the only time that's ever happened. Whenever I dress quite nicely, then I have a little bit of attention that way. But otherwise, I'm going up to people just being like, hi.
That's really weird because you're quite a good-looking boy,
I know.
and you're
But
quite friendly. So that's quite surprising.
The thing
that-
is, most of the time when I'm out, I'm looking for my friends, so I'm like this.
Yeah, and you're quite tall. I think maybe
So-
some girls might find that intimidating.
I mean,
No,
yeah,
I think girls like
but
tall
he-
boys.
They do, but it's like they rather that he approach them.
I think
rather
I
than
think
the other way around.
Azza's attractive tall though.
Yeah.
You know, he's like
So I actually was talking to one of my friends about. So I've been single for a while. So I said, "Yo, someone set me up because I can't bother to do it myself."
Right.
Well, I've had no luck doing it myself. So but
because
then-
I sent people and like, hi, why
are you here?
That's only online. But
I think we should
Bad.
take over.
you
Okay.
think I go up to someone in
Okay.
the bar and just be like, "Hi, why are you here?"
I propose we take over Azza's account for a week,
Yeah, I think so.
and then we come back and report the
God,
conversations
yeah.
and
Yeah.
any dates we've set up. I think this is a great idea.
This
you
is
would
not
get-
a great
yes,
idea.
I
think you would
This is
get-
definitely
I
not
would
a
love
great
to hear that.
idea.
Anyone who knows what a woman wants to hear, it's another one.
Yeah,
Right, all
exactly.
those in favour, raise your hands.
Yay! You're
Yeah,
not-
just
for the record, everyone has
raised their hands except Azza.
Done.
I'm deleting all my conversations.
we're not interested in your past conversations
Make up a profile
anyway.
for 'em, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just do a brand new one. So I just sit here like,
No, put a good looking picture on there.
Put the
mind.
yellow shirt on, the yellow jumper on.
do you know what it is right now? I'll bring the jumper in tomorrow.
That didn't take too long.
It's everything said with such enthusiasm.
So much enthusiasm.
So, any more dating weirdo disasters and messages, Nora? You're very quiet. I feel like you got some hidden secrets
Oh, there's-
in there of some
I'm just
disasters.
trying to think of just.
The worst possible
Yeah, I'm
one.
just trying to think. There's just so many.
Ranking
Like
them.
I've matched and unmatched so many. Like they're very good looking, but then the conversation's really dead or just awful, or you can tell that they obviously not there for a relationship. They do just want to blatantly hook up, even though I've specifically said in my bio I am not here to hook up. But I've heard from other guys that even though when girls write that in their bio, they don't take them quite
They see
seriously.
it as a challenge.
They
rather
see
than-
it as a challenge, and also they said that most of the time the girls don't actually stick to their guns anyway. They do end up
Really?
hooking up with them, yeah.
Oh.
So then I just proceeded to take it out of my bio so that no one could really see that as a challenge. But yeah,
Wow.
it worked so far.
The funniest is when men say no hookups, you're like, yeah, right, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Thing is, if anyone in my group of friends did that, they were probably telling the truth.
What, no hookups?
Yeah, then
Do they really?
my friends aren't like that.
Okay.
I've
Well, yeah, I'm sure there are
I've
some guys that
Yeah.
don't.
I have a very I don't know how to describe them, but we don't
Tame group
we
of
have
friends.
a tamed I have a tamed group of friends. They don't hook up with anyone. Some of them lost their virginity a long time ago and then haven't had sex since they broke up with that
Wow.
person.
Was that a traumatic experience?
So there's a lot of situations like that, but because I feel like I have a good group of friends, but no girl likes them. So
Oh
They're
no!
for everybody.
I know, but
It's that nice guy.
it's the nice guy. It's the
Oh,
nice guy
nice
Right.
thing.
We should take these guys out.
Yeah.
That's what we should do. You need a wing woman.
Yeah.
That's what you need. Wingmen are useless. Wing women, however,
My two best friends are girls. I'm still single. Just
Yeah,
gonna
but-
put that out there.
you know, they're a bit useless at this. Clearly, you know, you need an older wing
Older,
woman
yeah.
who
Older.
know what.
You know they
to
both
do,
listen
you
to this
know?
podcast, right?
I don't care.
Yes, we do.
You're not doing a good job. Okay, so I'm going to advertise now. If anyone's looking for any dates, we have a young man here. He's about 6 foot. What are you?
6'3".
6'3". Okay, please
think that
give
was
your
enough.
profile. Give your
You
profile.
want me to give a
Yeah,
profile
give
on
a
the
profile.
podcast?
Give a profile.
This is gonna get cut out, right?
My hobbies are.
Huh?
My
My
hobbies
are playing football. I recently started going to the gym again, like swimming.
Cooking,
Um,
barbecues.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he loves
Yeah.
to
He loves a
cook.
barbecue.
I'm gonna start a YouTube channel called the Cheat Day Collective. So if you want to be fat, just watch it.
Yay! Okay, here we go, Azza. Right, so any takers on Azza, please contact www.poopologypodcast.com. Next. So we have a lovely young lady here. Go on, profile. My hobbies are
I like travelling. I like cooking. I like eating.
eating
Anything
extremely chilly food.
Yeah,
chilly,
spicy food.
spicy.
Very spicy.
And
too.
whatever you eat, she will eat it as well. You don't need to convince her. She'll eat anything.
In other words, I'm a real foodie.
As long
Okay.
as there's chili all available.
Or ice cream.
So if you're looking for a date with Andrea, contact www.poopologypodcast.com. Next, Lauren.
Oh, God.
Start with hobbies.
I like. I'm obsessed with Netflix, but I think everyone our generation is not.
Netflix and chili.
No, not the chilling, not the chilling part. But yeah, Netflix. Reading books. Do you want me to get deep? Conspiracy
go on.
theories.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If you're into conspiracy theories, I love it. Not necessarily that you believe in it, but
Yeah.
just to talk about it, I love it.
Yeah.
Eating as well. Always. Love
Eating seems to be
love
unanimous.
cooking.
So
Yeah.
if you like eating, contact any one of our potential candidates. So to find out more about Nuran, please contact us on www.poopologypodcast.com. Next. So
Hobbies?
my hobbies are I don't actually have any hobbies. That sounds really sad.
That's a
doesn't
great way to
it?
start a dating.
Not even eating.
Not even, well, due to my gas situation, I basically don't eat anything anymore. So, yes, thank God for gluten intolerance. I think I might lose. Actually, contact me in about 6 months' time, because I think I'm going to be 25 kilos lighter in about 6 months' time, thanks to my gluten intolerance issues. Hobbies. Okay, I like to travel. I'll be serious. I like talking about politics and art and all kinds of intellectual things. But then I like a good joke, obviously. And
About poo.
about farts, I have a potty mouth. I swear quite a lot, which, is a bit attractive at times, but unattractive at times, but, what can you do? So to find out more about me, go to www.poopologypodcast.com. That's it, we're done. There's no other single people in this room. Sorry, Osmar Claire. Okay, so thank you to all my guests for joining me on another episode of Poopology this week. And thank you guys for all listening, and come back next Monday.
What app is this?
I can't advertise.
Oh.
What do you think? These people don't even have... Oh, you like him. All right.